装2个东西。月卡也不是一定要花钱买，你可以用游戏币购买他人的月卡。时装所有的时装属性会完全一样，重新回归到时装的主题、时装的外观这样的一个感觉。那因为养成线进行了调整，我们的职业的平衡性也做了重新的深度调整。坦白讲，推出 ROC 爱如初见 Classic 这款产品，我们并不知道有多少玩家会回来玩，但是这件事情对我们很重要，因为我们是一群游戏的热爱者，我们跟你们一样非常喜欢 RO 这个 IP。同时，第2个点呢是大家已经感觉到了，这次我们从 CE 测试开始，我们和玩家的互动变得更加的多。我们的制作人胖虎每天非常勤劳的在线上回复各种问题，不管是在 DC 里还是在游戏里，游戏里的玩家从早到晚一直在不停的和他对话。我们想用这种形式让你感觉到我们是一个非常听劝、非常真诚的开发团队。我们希望所有的 RO 的玩家可以回来看一看这个产品，这也是一次很好的机会，让我们重新回到 RO 那个世界。你将体会到一个更公平、更温暖、更为所有人着想的 RO。我们一起从初心者开始玩。还有一件非常酷的事情，就是我们决定举办全球奖金最高的 MMO 赛事，总奖金金额达到了100万美元，就是我们的战神杯。我们的冠军可以拿走总奖金池的1半，非常的刺激。我们想通过这个赛事，让玩家重新体会到 RO 的那种热血、激情、对抗带来的乐趣。 看一眼我就知道能不能打得赢你，取消掉、砍掉，不要大刀阔斧的改革。你这些赚钱的都砍掉了，你靠什么收入啊？大家好，我是大黑。4年前，我们在全球发售了 RO 爱如初见这款产品。我们取得了巨大的成功，在全球有2000万玩家喜欢我们的游戏。我们用线下赛事这种形式，让用户更多的体会游戏带来的激情和荣耀感。随着版本的更迭，我们在更新新内容的时候，会使得整个游戏慢慢变得越来越沉重，养成线也越来越多，也变得越来越累。一个是职业之间不平衡，另外一个是用户之间的差距比较大。因为我只要看一眼，我就知道能不能打得赢你。像晚间活动啊、公会联赛啊、王城争霸这种本来应该充满着热血和激情的战斗，变得不那么好玩。这4年的时间，有很多的玩家在尝试回流这款产品，但是回来之后，因为环境已经变了，它的属性和它的能力值也完全跟不上当前版本，所以不得不离开了。以上这3个问题，其实是这3、4年的时间里，我们研发团队一直在努力解决的问题。但是我们经过内部的讨论发现，如果没有一款新产品进行大刀阔斧的改革，是很难从根源上解决这些问题的。于是我们决定在全球推出我们的新产品 RO 爱如初见 Classic 版本。今年的3月份，大家就可以玩到这款产品。在3月份，我们发售的范围是全亚洲，而且这次全亚洲会在同一个服务器里玩，非常的热闹。首先是公平性的一个问题，我们把游戏50%的养成线全部砍掉，你们之前所熟知的红色的宠物取消掉，红色的石板砍掉，红色的雕像不要。那么玩家很聪明的，玩家会说，你这些赚钱的都砍掉了，你靠什么收入啊？你是不是在骗我？我们的商业结构会变得非常的简单，只有月卡和时装2个东西。月卡也不是一定要花钱买，你可以用游戏币购买他人的月卡。时装所有的时装属性会完全一样，重新回归到时装的主题、时装的外观这样的一个感觉。那因为养成线进行了调整，我们的职业的平衡性也做了重新的深度调整。坦白讲，推出 ROC 爱如初见 Classic 这款产品，我们并不知道有多少玩家会回来玩，但是这件事情对我们很重要，因为我们是一群游戏的热爱者，我们跟你们一样非常喜欢 RO 这个 IP。同时，第2个点呢是，大家已经感觉到了，这次我们从 CE 测试开始，我们和玩家的互动变得更加的多。我们的制作人胖虎每天非常勤劳的在线上回复各种问题，不管是在 DC 里还是在游戏里，游戏里的玩家从早到晚一直在不停的和他对话。我们想用这种形式让你感觉到，我们是一个非常听劝、非常真诚的开发团队。我们希望所有的 RO 的玩家可以回来看一看这个产品，这也是一次很好的机会，让我们重新回到 RO 那个世界。你将体会到一个更公平、更温暖、更为所有人着想的 RO。我们一起从初心者开始玩。还有一件非常酷的事情，就是我们决定举办全球奖金最高的 MMO 赛事，总奖金金额达到了100万美元，就是我们的战神杯。我们的冠军可以拿走总奖金池的1半，非常的刺激。我们想通过这个赛事，让玩家重新体会到 RO 的那种热血、激情、对抗带来的乐趣。 看一眼我就知道能不能打得赢你，取消掉、砍掉，不要大刀阔斧的改革。你这些赚钱的都砍掉了，你靠什么收入啊？大家好，我是大黑。4年前，我们在全球发售了 RO 爱如初见这款产品。我们取得了巨大的成功，在全球有2000万玩家喜欢我们的游戏。我们用线下赛事这种形式，让用户更多的体会游戏带来的激情和荣耀感。随着版本的更迭，我们在更新新内容的时候，会使得整个游戏慢慢变得越来越沉重，养成线也越来越多，也变得越来越累。一个是职业之间不平衡，另外一个是用户之间的差距比较大。因为我只要看一眼，我就知道能不能打得赢你。像晚间活动啊、公会联赛啊、王城争霸这种本来应该充满着热血和激情的战斗，变得不那么好玩。这4年的时间，有很多的玩家在尝试回流这款产品，但是回来之后，因为环境已经变了，它的属性和它的能力值也完全跟不上当前版本，所以不得不离开了。以上这3个问题，其实是这3、4年的时间里，我们研发团队一直在努力解决的问题。但是我们经过内部的讨论发现，如果没有一款新产品进行大刀阔斧的改革，是很难从根源上解决这些问题的。于是我们决定在全球推出我们的新产品 RO 爱如初见 Classic 版本。今年的3月份，大家就可以玩到这款产品。在3月份，我们发售的范围是全亚洲，而且这次全亚洲会在同一个服务器里玩，非常的热闹。首先是公平性的一个问题，我们把游戏50%的养成线全部砍掉，你们之前所熟知的红色的宠物取消掉，红色的石板砍掉，红色的雕像不要。那么玩家很聪明的，玩家会说，你这些赚钱的都砍掉了，你靠什么收入啊？你是不是在骗我？我们的商业结构会变得非常的简单，只有月卡和时装2个东西。月卡也不是一定要花钱买，你可以用游戏币购买他人的月卡。时装所有的时装属性会完全一样，重新回归到时装的主题、时装的外观这样的一个感觉。那因为养成线进行了调整，我们的职业的平衡性也做了重新的深度调整。坦白讲，推出 ROC 爱如初见 Classic 这款产品，我们并不知道有多少玩家会回来玩，但是这件事情对我们很重要，因为我们是一群游戏的热爱者，我们跟你们一样非常喜欢 RO 这个 IP。同时，第2个点呢是，大家已经感觉到了，这次我们从 CE 测试开始，我们和玩家的互动变得更加的多。我们的制作人胖虎每天非常勤劳的在线上回复各种问题，不管是在 DC 里还是在游戏里，游戏里的玩家从早到晚一直在不停的和他对话。我们想用这种形式让你感觉到我们是一个非常听劝、非常真诚的开发团队。我们希望所有的 RO 的玩家可以回来看一看这个产品，这也是一次很好的机会，让我们重新回到 RO 那个世界。你将体会到一个更公平、更温暖、更为所有人着想的 RO。我们一起从初心者开始玩。还有一件非常酷的事情，就是我们决定举办全球奖金最高的 MMO 赛事，总奖金金额达到了100万美元，就是我们的战神杯。我们的冠军可以拿走总奖金池的1半，非常的刺激。我们想通过这个赛事，让玩家重新体会到 RO 的那种热血、激情、对抗带来的乐趣。
And welcome to the Ragnarok Origin Classic Tyr Cup Semifinals Day 1. We are down to the top 4 teams and the road to the Grand Finals at Thailand continues tonight. Up next, we will be having an exciting matchup between NYOIBO and poek. Only one team will move forward while the others' dream will be crushed tonight. I am Nikki, and join me, we have Immortal MBGG here at the English commentary. And we are ready to bring you guys all the action live tonight.
As you all know, in the Kingdom of Midgard, the Tyr Festival is a sacred celebration held in honor of the fallen god of war. The Tyr Cup is the grand stage where adventurers from every corner of the realm gather to prove their courage, strength, strategy through fierce battles, all in pursuit of the god of war, of glory. Which team will ultimately claim supreme honor and boundless wealth, rising as the new generation of war gods in Midgard? carry pride and dignity, and fight with unwavering bravery. Hello everybody, this is Immortal MBGG. Good evening to everybody.
Good evening, partner. Good evening, adventurers. Immortal, I'm super excited for tonight. We've already know what's gonna happen. This is going to be the semifinals. Day 1, we have Poek and also NYOIBO. And I think we have the stats here. So while we're waiting for the code, how about we talk about the stats? I believe that Poek, they're really good when it comes to their seeding. They are the top seed. They have 87% win rate, right?
Yes. And on the other hand, NYOIBO has been astounding everybody in their performances since the top 32. Amongst the top 32, they were top 28 team. And nobody expected that they will be coming up to the top 4. They have been recorded to have the greatest, one of the top 5 highest heal. And speaking of heal, let's have this new redeem code, our very first redeem code for the night. So if you will be looking at your screen right now, the redeem code is in it. All you have to do is go to your rewards and redeem tab, and you will be getting Flowery Confessions, 3 of it, 3 Speedy Candy, 300 condensed blue potions, and 300 white potions. Isn't that amazing, partner?
That is exactly amazing. You were mentioning about healing. There you have it. You have your potion. Okay, it matches. All right, so let's go back to the topic. But before we go back to the topic, let me just take this opportunity to invite our viewers, adventurers, please share the live stream, because Immortal, this is not the only code that we're gonna give away, right? What's still in store in the live stream?
Yes, apart from this, there will be 2 more redeem codes, and after that, there's a big surprise later. There will be a lucky draw. 3 lucky draw that will get you a chance to obtain a bounty pass. Wow. Even I myself want to join that lucky draw. Even I really want to, you know, if you're gonna be watching in this stream, be sure to stick around until later.
And now we will be giving you guys the rules of this tournament.
Ragnarok Origin Classic Tyr Cup is a fair battlefield where players compete in control, teamwork, and tactics. This match requires a 10-player squad to engage in cross-server battles. According to tactical arrangement, each match will have 2 sides selecting 5 players each to compete in a 5v5 battle. The tournament features a total prize pool of $1 million, awaiting top teams to claim. Who will stand still last, rise to glory, and become the new Tyr? Tyr Cup gameplay. This Tyr Cup will use the Dimension Drill 5v5 mode throughout all stages. Dimension Drill is divided into 4 maps: Card Contest, Blood and Gold, Shapeshift Ops, Team Deathmatch. Shapeshift Ops. Randomly refresh Shapeshift orbs on the field. Pick one up to temporarily transform into a powerful boss. Earn points by defeating enemies. And the party that reaches 60 points first or has the highest score when time runs out wins. Card Contest. Both parties compete for the card. The party with more members near the card can push it forward. Breakthrough Checkpoint. And the party that pushes the card to the enemy base first or he has pushed it farther when time runs out wins. Blood and Gold. Compete for coins by fighting over the boss and taking down enemies. When time runs out, the party holding the most coins wins. Team Deathmatch. Each character has 3 lives. Keep defeating opponents to deplete their lives. The first party to take 15 lives from the enemy, or the one with more remaining lives when time runs out wins. Tyr Cup stages. This Tyr Cup is divided into 4 stages: warm-ups, ranked game, point stage, elimination matches, warm-up stage. All teams can participate, get familiar with the gameplay, and practice team setup. Ranks and points in this stage will not be counted toward the official ranking. Ranked game stage. Each team will play multiple random dimension drill matches, and rankings will be determined based on team points. The top 96 teams will qualify for advancement. Point stage. This stage will use the fair PvP mode. The 96 qualified teams will be evenly divided into 4 divisions based on their rankings, with 24 teams in each division. Within each division, a round robin will be the match format, where each team must play 1 match against each of the other 23 teams in the same division. Victories will grant points. After the point stage ends, the top 8 teams from each division will advance, making a total of 32 teams entering the elimination matches stage to compete for the ultimate honor and prize money. Elimination matches stage. All parties that successfully reach this stage will be eligible to share the $1 million cash prize. 32 qualifying teams will be paired for matches according to the high versus low principle. For example, 1 versus 32, 2 versus 31, 3 versus 30. The BO5 format will be used for this stage, and the first party to achieve 3 victories will advance to the next round. After multiple rounds of knockouts, the final 2 parties will advance to the championship match. The championship match follows a BO7 format, and the winner will be crowned the ultimate champion of this event. Tyr Cup event rewards. This Tyr Cup features a total cash prize pool of $1 million, with the champion taking home $500,000. Teams that advance to the top 32 will share the remaining prize pool. All advanced guilds will also receive in-game virtual rewards of different tiers based on the final ranking, including exclusive titles, portrait frames, chat bubbles, and joining party notifications. More surprise rewards will be announced soon. Stay tuned. Ragnarok Origin Classic. $1 million Tyr Cup, waiting for you to challenge.
And
So
we're back.
there you have it. We're back, and as you have noticed, all of the rules have been mentioned. And here we have the tournament schedule. So the warm-up stages started last March 30 and has been going until the ranked game and ended on May 10. And then they started the top 96 points stage on round-robin fights from May 11 to May 22. After that, all of the top 32 participants will be going into eliminations round from May 25, May 27 until May 29. And there you have it. We now have the top 4 of the competition to be fighting first poek versus NYOIBO today. And after today, we will have the next division with Encore versus the next division fight.
That is correct, Immortal. And now we can see point stage. So from 2014, Division 1, 2, 3, and 4, only top 8 of each of the divisions will advance. So from 96 teams, we have the top 32, and all of these players, they deserve to be here. However, we are already at semifinals day 1, like what you mentioned, and yeah, we're only down to the top 4, and eventually know who will advance the top 2 wherein that's going to be the grand finals. And later on, Immortal, I believe that you will be showing us the bracket here.
Yes, we have here the current bracket, all the way from the thousands of people or teams that have been included in this fight, all for the glory of the prize pool of $1 million. So as of the moment, we have here, as mentioned a while ago, that will be poek versus
NYOIBO.
the first division, and on the second division it's Encore versus Tier C. We will be battling through the 4 maps of Dimension Drill. So that will be Shapeshift Ops, Card Contest, Blood and Gold, and Team Deathmatch. What do you think about this? What about the total prize, Miss Nikki?
I think about that this is really a huge sum of money. Okay, it's not about honor. It's not about glory. I mean, it's part of it, but now we are seeing $1 million USD, and the champion will take home 500,000 USD. However, I mean, top 32 will share the remaining prize pool. So everyone who qualified for the top 32 teams, they will leave with something. They will I mean, they will not leave the tournament empty-handed. And we were talking a while ago, right, Immortal? I think this is the first time that we will be having a major tournament in RO or Ragnarok. This kind of prize pool, amazing, right?
Yes, as far as I can remember, this is the largest so far prize pool that they have ever released in a matchup tournament. And apart from that, we will be getting a ton of rewards in game. Not only money, of course, the cash prize, we will also be getting different titles depending on your rank. We will have portrait frame, chat bubbles, and a join party notification. Look at that. If you join the party, everybody's gonna get astounded. This guy is from the Tyr Cup.
And not just that, aside from money, aside from in-game rewards, we have a physical medal. Look at that. This is the Tyr Cup Game Rewards Champion Medal, and hopefully the best of the best will be able to have this. And this is convertible from a medal to a pendant. So it can be a crown that can be remove a word as a pendant, or a sword that you can just display it and just brag it to your friends. Look at the medal, right?
Yes, and you know, it really is gonna be a huge fit for anybody to get this medal. I think, you know, whoever wins the champion is gonna be deserving of this.
Exactly. And now for today's matches, this is it. The first division, the first day of our semifinals, we have poek and NYOIBO. Later on, best of 5 series at exactly 2015 UTC +7. Kindly introduce our team.
Okay, on poek side, we have XFEU, Nuts, Mavis, Whimsy, Orang V2, SNTZ, Vinduts, Mavis again, Minako, and X Haram. So they have been winning all of the Shapeshift Ops maps. That is incredible. And they got 81.8% win rate on Team Deathmatch, 80% on Blood and Gold, and 66.7% on Card Contest. I mean, this is really an astounding stat.
That is correct. On the other side, we have NYOIBO here. NYOIBO, Sisuzaku, Akduts, Hershey's, Gallon, Hotaho, Chase, Cardinal, Leal X, and August. On the other hand, the maps and their win rate is Blood and Gold, 89.5%, Team Deathmatch, 66.7%, Card Contest, 57.1%, and Shapeshift Ops, 40.0%. And if we're gonna do the contrast here with the lineup, I think poek has a double Shura, champion. NYOIBO, on the other hand, will be having a double Swerk. Okay? On the other hand, if poek has a 100% win rate on Shapeshift Ops, it's not looking good here for NYOIBO because Blood and Gold is their best maps.
Right, so as you have seen, we will be getting a lot of different strategies here, particularly on different types of maps, because both teams have been playing different types of maps up to their extreme capacity.
Yes.
Right?
It's correct. I couldn't agree more with Immortal Hill here, because looking at the maps and the certain percentage win rate, and we also have the stats here with us, we can really say that poek is on the top seed. It's no doubt. Everyone knows that, right? Especially on the other hand for NYOIBO, 28 seed. And they even eliminated Avenger in the quarterfinals, right? So I can truly say that NYOIBO here is the dark horse of the tournament, honestly. So you mentioned there's a contrast when it comes to the lineups, and meaning to say, if there's a contrast with the lineups, definitely strategy-wise per map, it's gonna be different as well.
Yes, in my experience, when I streamed the previous top 8 match of Avenger versus NYOIBO, we were all surprised about the performance coming from NYOIBO. They have been, the participation level and the experience has been doubled ever since they stepped into the top 32, and we are really noticing a huge improvement in their team cooperation. Before, it was just a defensive style of strategy, but now they're mixing both defensive and offensive.
And now let me just introduce again poek here from Frontera 2. We have Mavis, Minako, XFEU, SNTZ, Nuts, Orang Orang version 2, X Harem, and Vindits. And again, like what we all know, Immortal, maps number 1, 3, and 5 will be team deathmatch. So later on, we'll be showing you guys NYOIBO, and Immortal will be the one to introduce them. But yeah, like what our stats have, I mean, let me give it to Immortal to introduce NYOIBO.
Okay, on the NYOIBO side, we have Akduts, Galin, NYOIBO, Hershey's, and C. Suzaku currently on the starting lineup. They're starting the game with the team deathmatch map with a Doram, Professor, and a Paladin, which is a really good synergy for this map, since you have to gain dominance on this map wherever the corner is, and you have to run after the enemy that is that you have made to lose in an Osiris card.
Yes, that is correct. And we also know that poek has a champion, right? So for NYOIBO, this is pretty basic for them to actually just hunt down whoever can one-hit delete them, right? And in this particular map, it's very important to have the kills. You mentioned proccing the Osiris card, and even, I mean, NYOIBO, you witnessed them, you spectated them, right? And you mentioned their healing is insane.
Yes.
What are your thoughts going to game number 1 between these teams?
As opposed with the NYOIBO, this is a perfect battle for the two, because poek has been known to be very aggressive on their strategy, while NYOIBO, on the other hand, is gonna be conservative. So as far as I can remember on the previous matches, it's always whether the key DPS will be retaining their statue or their position in the map, so that they could deal a lot of burst damage, or they're gonna get countered at once by the opposing team. So in this case, a poek, okay, as we can look at this, we are seeing the first match with a Paladin that is trying to get the first hand on the transition here with the clash. And you can see that the side of NYOIBO is very defensive and just scattering all of their AoE at the moment.
That is correct, because NYOIBO here is really good when it comes to stacking. They have a real stack and they need to maintain it. Them if they will be get sold here by the Paladins, not already going there, sliding away, going back with the bowling bash. Someone is gonna get here. Everyone's so healthy, like what we mentioned a while ago. The heal of NYOIBO is very insane. Orang receiving damage here. I think they wanna take points from Orang, and right now Orang and his team, they are evading. They're backing up a bit.
Yes, as obvious as it seems, if you are against a champion, your target will be pretty much the champion. But then again, Orang has a very sneaky way of playing the champion. That's why they moved to the Paladin, and it's a very big surprise for us to get the Paladin down.
Yes, and this is the momentum NYOIBO is looking for. They are now bulldozing the defenses of poek. They already have here 1 kills, and Orang also have 2 kills right now. Akduts receiving a lot of damage. In the middle, Suzaku needs to go back here, but Lute's looking for another target. That's gonna be Suzaku. Will be resurrected and regained here. Orang also receiving damage. We're currently at 3 kills here from poek, and NYOIBO just one. What could NYOIBO do here at this point? No, make it 2 kills.
Well, we don't have any time to think about it, because it's just 2 minutes. It's a 2-minute match, and we have it. The poek already gained the upper hand on that fight. I mean, as what I've told you a while ago, their strategy is mainly being aggressive. And that is really gonna, reward them for being aggressive by just, separating the one professor from the Doram, so that they could have a good initiating capability from the Paladin to strike them down.
This is what you mentioned a while ago. The build of poek is very heavy when it comes to offense. On the other hand, NYOIBO, they're really good when it comes to their stacking, their healing, sustains. and I'm quite thinking if they would be lacking damage, but at some point they were moving flawlessly. They were waiting at the what do you call this? The what do you call that? The structure near the base.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
the
the
well,
fountain.
wishing well,
Yeah, fountain
fountain.
or well.
Okay, so they were waiting for the momentum. They were kiting nuts. Nuts went in and then went out, and that was the moment that they charged in. However, Orang Orang was able to one kill. I think their sword was able to secure one kill as well. But like what you mentioned, if their stack would be kited or destroyed, it's just so hard for them sustain since we have a champion that can easily pick off players from NYOIBO.
Yes, I think the thing that they did not, they were not able to execute there on the
Mm-hmm.
side of Nyoibo is to take down the HP and the
Mm.
Osiris card of Orang Orang, which is their champion on the side of
Yes.
Poek. And by that time, they have no other options but to switch targets because Orang Orang already is on the back line, and they
Yeah.
cannot push it that further because if they continue to pursue the champion, their team will be eliminated by the Paladin. And the Paladin is really good in terms of initiating. We could really see on the first 30 seconds of the fight how it tries to initiate on getting the first Gloria Domini on either of the two DPS on the NYOIBO's side, and that went well.
Well executed strategy coming from Poek. At some point, we thought that NYOIBO was having their footing. However, they were able to turn the tables and flip it to their advantage. They a game number best of 5 series here in our semifinals. They won, and yeah, we're just waiting later on for the stats. We are talking about Orang Orang because he did really do a stellar what he did during the game number 1. Yeah, his performance was really on point. However, he won't be able to successfully land his DPS if it weren't also for what you mentioned, Nuts and the rest of the team, because they were able to set up the stage for Orang Orang.
Yes, they have cleared the battlefield so that Orang Orang could finally get an Asura strike without being contested with a dispel or a buff strip from the enemy's professor, because that is one way for you to counter a champion. But then
Yes,
again, they failed
dispel
to
him.
do that. Yeah, but they failed to do that, and they were taken down multiple times, like 3 times, right?
Yeah,
So one thing that I could commend though on the side of NYOIBO is how they defend their
Yes.
side after getting both of their DPS taken out of the battlefield. How fast they were able to resurrect the fallen brother or fallen player on their side. But however, the aggressive tactics of Poek is not gonna be something that you could stop by just supporting your party members, right?
Yeah, and that's part of their strategy, not giving a breather to their opponent, just pushing their way and dealing DPS, because that's how their lineup is built. And hopefully they'll be able to use this kind of strategy and make it work for game number 2. However, for NYOIBO, let's think of an adjustment. They already know who to target, and they're actually aiming for the champ. That is the thing. They are aware of who fire. They're also aware of their timing. However, let me stop this thought. Let's go back here with the stats here. Orang Orang with kills, Nuts with 1. But look at the damage. Nuts has 1.84 damage. I mean, I don't know who's gonna be the MVP at this point. Could be Nuts. I think
Well,
SNS and
we could bet on Nuts. I think Nuts
SNTC?
has performed very well here, but then again, on the other side, on Akdut's side, it's also really good. So let's see.
Yes,
All
let's
right.
see that later on.
Okay, let's see that later on. But as of the moment, as you can see, it was in terms of the data, it was a very close fight. But then again,
It is.
it's just the movement and the rules of the team deathmatch that came into play. That's why Poek got the point there because of the kills. And in terms of the damage, as everybody may remember, if you have both the same number of kills in any of these matches, then that's the time that the system will be looking forward to the damage, the total damage that your team has dealt. And after that, if both are still the same, that's the time that they will be looking into the healing.
Yes, that is correct. So for those who weren't able, who doesn't know about the tiebreaker stuff, so that's how we deal with it. Now going towards game number to be blood and gold. Poek side here. I mean, this is NYOIBO. This is NYOIBO. We have Leal X and the rest of the team. I think they are not yet locking in. However, some of the people here has 2 deployment counts remaining, has not been deployed, meaning to say, we know blood and gold, they're really good with this, okay? Shape ups, not so, as, I mean, we're not biased here, all right? This is based on the stats and the info that we have. Stats don't lie. And, you know, if they are pushing for blood and gold, one thing is for sure, with NYOIBO, they want to have a revenge. They want to tie this, right?
We're have to make up for the lost point on the first match, and that's the clear reason why they will be choosing the blood and gold map on this second fight. And as what we have right now, they are looking forward to this with the usual Paladin Champion Professor matchup or team composition, supported both by Bard and High Priest.
Oh.
And as I can remember, one of the, I think, the MVPs of the previous fights that is really close. They were really close in the previous fight on Blood and Gold, and it's really exciting is how good Lil has been adjusting with the kills and with the matchups or the focus on which one to get the coins from in this map. Because in this map, there are certain things that you have to consider, not only your sustainability or your team's sustainability, but also the mechanics of the map, the Goblin King, the AoEs, and your enemy.
So I was a bit surprised because NYOIBO, now they have a champ as well. I think what they're gonna do here is to take down whoever has the most gold coin from the opponent from Poek. But anyway, for Poek, we have FXFEU. This is the first time that we will be seeing them play. This is their first deployment. We have Whimsy, Mavis, Minako, and Mavis again. They have a drama. Okay, they do not have a paladin for this one. And a Dharam and a biochemist for blood and gold could really work out, especially they have Minako here, which is a performer, so very tanky. Because if you already have the gold coins, Immortal already mentioned the mechanics of blood and coin, and we will be walking you through you guys through the whole mechanics later on when we commentated the game number 2. However, you really need to be tanky because there's a lot of AoEs mentioned. You're gonna battle up against Goblin, aside from and stuff, lasers and all. I mean, you have a lot of. You need your thoughts with the kind of lineup of each of them. Any thought?
I mean, in a way, it's still workable or using a Doram instead of a Paladin on this sense. Because the Doram is mobile. It's the mobility of the Doram is superb, and it is really needed in this type of map. And apart from that, the debuffs and the support capacity of the Doram is what makes it, you know, in my opinion, service will still work. It still depends on which one is gonna be, you know, focused and which one is gonna get the coins on the late end. Because if you have the HP of the Goblin King not being able, not going down to like 10% or 0%, you still don't have enough coins to work around in this fight. But then again, as we can see, NYOIBO has obtained all of the coins on the first 10% HP of the Goblin King, and they are really sustaining themselves in this part of the fight. Because if one of them falls, and then that will be the start of their downfall, because they will be you know, totally supporting on that player that fell.
That is correct. The beauty of this map is that even if you are the first team to gather all the coins, it's just so hard to actually keep it until the very end. Yeah. We have a lot of time here as compared to the other maps. So if you got all the coins, you have to defend the coins unless you want to take down the Goblin as early as you can. Here at this point, killing and dying doesn't really matter if you have the coins. So the main focus here is to just take down the coin holder. Mavis receiving damage here, but doesn't matter. Mavis doesn't have coins at this moment. I mean, the champion, not the High Priest. August might go down as well, but will be sustained. So the main damage dealer here is going to be August and Cardinal from NYOIBO. On the other hand, poek will be Mavis the champ, just Mavis.
Okay, I can see the clear strategy that NYOIBO is pulling off here. They're trying to disable the party's quick resurrection by just killing their full support. In that way, they could focus more into, you know, killing other party members while the full support is being resurrected by the other full support, which is a bard, which we know that resurrects slower than the High Priest. In this way, they will be getting more coins. But then again, the poek side have already figured this one out, and I can see a bonded faith with Mavis or their full support with the Minako and also with Whimsy, because those two party members are gonna be having a better time in supporting the full support. So if you have a very fragile full support, because the Osiris card is already no longer on the table, that is gonna be one of the strategies to counter this type of offensive strategy by the NYOIBO.
Yes, and that is what poek is doing. They keep on killing and killing Chase, and it's hard actually for have a breather here to regroup or whatsoever. August gonna go down as well. Leal taking in damage. So they need to find their footing. They need to regroup, but it's just so hard for NYOIBO to have that because poek, they have been continuously giving damage. Mavis here really tanky, just running away from August, and here we go. A lot of gold coins will be dropped by Goblin, and 16 to 12 still at the advantage here is poek. They were able to get the coins from Chase. Like what you mentioned, they are focusing on the supports and they had been focusing with Chase.
Yes, we can see clearly right now that this is getting more and more exciting by the second because of the low HP of the Goblin King. Once it goes down, that is when the real 1 minute is gonna count. That is when it can make or break the game on any of the skill casted and any of the movement of your party members. On this side, oh my goodness, look at the performance of Cardinal on the side of NYOIBO. He's been picking one player after another because they have, but the key here is which player has the coin. But then again, it's just about which one you want to disable in the other side.
16% health here, 15.61, and this is going too fast, 22 to 18, but not so much of an advantage with poek. We know that poek is leading. We are dictating the game here. Though Cardinal still holding on. We're currently watching Hotaho healing, just moving out of the battle because it's going to be Hotaho who has coins here. I think more coins will be dropped at this point. 19 to 16. They might be able to. Chase is going down again. And poek was able to reclaim that. You mentioned the last minute is going to be where the real battle begins. 5% health here of Goblin.
Look at this clash. You can even see who is gonna get the coins here.
Yes.
You might be looking at one player having the most number of coins, but it's impossible. That clash was really good. Okay, there we go. This is the last minute of the fight. Let's see who will be reigning supreme in this fight. As of the moment, the NYOIBO side has been getting the more coins. And on the poek side, they are lacking coins as of the moment. So they have to run. Yeah, they have to run. They have to secure this coin. They have to support whoever got the most coins on their side. And even though they still managed to take down the Doram on the side of poek. And they now got 39 coins as opposed to 21 coins on the other side. Oh my goodness. Can they still make it up on this?
18 seconds.
I think oh my, that's impossible. That is really impossible. They're only running after one person, and we have 5 seconds to go. Oh no, we are gonna get a clean sweep here with NYOIBO. 41 points.
NYOIBO
Wow!
rocking that game number 2, tying the best of 5 series here at the semifinals day 1. Once again, that is poek and NYOIBO giving us a really interesting and amazing matchup for the evening. And only goes to show that they are really prepared when it comes to Blood and Gold. This is their map. However, Immortal, I mean, we are celebrating. It's really fun to have a tie. However, next match is going to be a team deathmatch.
Yeah, another
Again,
team deathmatch.
right? But for now, let's focus on... Okay, so let's have...
And as I've seen a while ago, their way of protecting the coin holders on that fight is really crazy. The way they try to cover the side of Lille, the side of Cardinal, who are always escaping from the poek team. I'm really happy seeing that. You know, I mean, this is always a really good game to watch when we have a Blood and Gold, because
more games like this.
Yes, you can never tell what will be the output of the game, not unless the last minute come into the clock, right?
Totally agree, totally agree. And also, we've been seeing Cardinal, you've been mentioning Cardinal. He has been focusing with Mavis. And it's so hard for Mavis to actually check out those gold holders coming from NYOIBO. But to be fair for poek, they are also successful with taking down Chase. That is a performer, that is a tanky player, but they managed to take him down. So that's props to poek. However, one thing is for sure, this is the best map of NYOIBO. Even our records show this is their highest rating map all throughout our stages, qualifiers, quarterfinals, and now proving to us again that this is their best. But later on, we'll be showing them the stats. But I'm quite intrigued for game number 3, because this is going to be again a reset, right? A bit of reset.
Yes. But yeah, as you have mentioned, the game 3 is upon our hands, and this is gonna be on the team deathmatch map again, which is really a big problem for the side of NYOIBO, since they still haven't figured out a strategy to battle the aggressive style of poek. And may I just mention Cardinal again? I really think that what they did on that previous fight was commendable, since they tried to take down or tried to just disable the full support by continuously casting a Gloria Domini on it. How will it support the other party members if it cannot move, right?
Yes.
That's why I think it's really genius to focus on the full support, because usually you will be focusing on the counter DPS on the other team, so that you won't get damaged that much on that map. All right, so
yeah, here are the stats for game number 2. NYOIBO will be taking that game number 2, and Cardinal here with 14 kills, but the most goals will be Hotaho and Chase with 18 and 10 goals respectively. So Chase has some goals a while ago. However, Mavis and his team, they keep on killing Chase, alright? So, still props to Cardinal for always taking down the DPS of poek. I mean, look at just, if you're gonna compare the kills here, Mavis only got 8 as compared to 14. So Cardinal, he's so fired up in this game. And without...
as you can see, the MVP is Hotaho.
Yes.
Yeah, he has also a very high amount of coins here with the minimum deaths in this fight.
Oh, you play support too, right? Talbota play support?
In my dreams.
Nice answer.
Yeah, I try to make it work, but if I continue to play support, I know it's gonna be boring for me. But on the other hand, I know that you are a support player, right?
I was saying both of us. It's a bit of an icebreaker or a trivia. Okay, more trivia here. So poek is a Thailand attack, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. On the other hand, a mix of players from Indonesia and Philippines. So yeah, so that's a bit of a trivia as well. Now, we already showed them the stats, the MVP. Kindly introduce the next match.
Okay, we are at the third fight for the best of 5 match on our semifinals, and we are starting with poek on the side of poek. We have the starting lineup with SNTZ, Nuts, Orang Orang, X Haram, and Vindits. So we have seen their unsurpassable performance on the first fight, which is also on the same map. And I think, it's the same performance that they're gonna give. But let us know about NYOIBO's side.
All right, for NYOIBO, we'll be showing you guys here Hershey, Galin, NYOIBO, Suzaku, and Akduts. We have here a professor, a Pali, Garam, a performer, and a hype. Shout out to Hershey's. At some point, we were at one guild in another game. So yeah, I personally know her. So shout out to him. Okay, so no bias here though, no bias. So now, this is Team Deathmatch, and we know this is not Team NYOIBO's best map. However, on the other side, poek, this is their best map, right? How many percent? 100? Is it 100% win
No,
rate?
I think it's 86% or 8%. Yeah.
86.
Among those percentage, it's still very high, right? It's still very high. And because the NYOIBO has already seen their very aggressive tactic a while ago on the first match, I wonder how they will be countering that strategy. I mean, you have to fight a sword with a sword, right? So they have to be aggressive as well, because we have already seen that their defensive play no longer works on this map, because it's only about 2 minutes, and they don't have that much time to figure out which one is the right target and which one to disable in this fight. All right,
good evening everyone. Welcome to the game number 3 here. Team poek and Team NYOIBO heading straight into the battle. We're watching done a while ago. Just baiting, looking for a target here, just circling, running around. They need to kite down. These players coming from NYOIBO, like baiting them to go out of their stack, going into the stack, not receiving damage. They're gonna slide a bit, and that's what's doing Suzaku on the underhand, together with his teammates with their stack. This is a bit of the same strategy actually, right?
Yes, as we can see, they are trying to figure out an opening here so that they can initiate properly. And by the time that Suzaku has entered the battlefield, he was already targeted. That's why he has to step back a little bit. But now they are trying to focus on Orang Orang, which is the correct play, and they have successfully taken down Orang Orang that fast on this clash. And that means that they are on the upper hand of this fight, meaning that Orang Orang has to play carefully and at the same time fish out kills in this fight. But then again, he got taken down the second time.
That is correct. Here, 15-15, 38 seconds. Suzaku receiving damage, Nuts as well. They are clashing here at this particular area. Hershey sustaining his teammates. Nuts about to receive more damage here. And looking at the kills, it's going to be Akduts with 3. On the other hand, Orang Orang only has 1. Is it going towards the advantage of NYOIBO?
Yes, I think this is going towards NYOIBO's side, because their cycle of skills is already well coordinated in terms of who will be taken down next, and it will be on the Akduts professors, Dispel, and then the Gloria Domini, and then the burst from their champion, and then that's it. We got the second point for NYOIBO. Congratulations, NYOIBO, for your second point. Well done.
Wow. Only goes to show that NYOIBO, this team, they know how to adjust. They were able to see how Team poek played during the team deathmatch, and they were able to adjust. And good game, really good game for NYOIBO. They were able to take that, giving us 2-1. And if you just tuned in, that is the current score of our tournament for the evening. However, hold that thought.
All
Immortal
right,
will be
we
giving us
have
something.
our second redeem code here on the screen. So if you have your game opened, just go to the rewards and redeem tab so that you could type our second redeem codes. Here, you will be getting 3 Eden chests, large Eden chests, and 10 Lotus Dew. I'm so happy that we can get, all of the players that are watching right now could get additional gifts from the developers or from the game by just watching, right?
That is correct. You just watched, you tuned in, you supported your favorite teams, and you'll get this amazing rewards coming from our team, Tyr Battle Clash. Once again, that is the second code. We still have another code and a lucky draw at the
Yes.
end.
I am so
And-
excited. Personally, I'm so excited for the lucky draw. I'm gonna be, participating later. Hopefully, I win, and hopefully it doesn't get that biased later. So
We're
that I
not
can
gonna
win
read
it. It's a battle pass. It's a bounty pass
Bounty.
at hand. Come on, who wouldn't want that? Everybody wants that, right? So please,
Yes.
everybody, stay tuned until the end of this stream because that is where my partner Nikki is gonna do the draw lots for the lucky draw. There is gonna be 3 bounty pass ready for you to take.
That is correct. So be sure to tune in until the very end. And if ever you just missed the other codes, you can always go back or just rewatch the live stream. However, you can ask your guildmates, have you listed the code number 1 or the code number 2? It's fine. You can redeem it later. Okay, so going back to the tournament hustle, we will be showing you guys later on more stats and everything. But yeah, we just concluded game number 3 with a bang, and that is Team Deathmatch.
That's a huge turn of
Yeah,
events.
exactly,
And
exactly.
And I could really see what they changed on the side of NYOIBO so that they could counter the aggressive playstyle of poek. They tried to formally and correctly dispel and disable the champion from poek. And by disabling the champion, they could easily turn the tides around and they could eliminate it easily. By eliminating it on the first 30 seconds of the fight, it's just gonna be easy once they have really coordinated the set of skills that are needed for them to get the additional kills from the side of poek.
So those are the tips coming from Immortal. If you want to shut down a DPS, which is the main, I don't want to say focal point of a team, because that lineup was really heavy when it comes to aggressiveness and DPS. You just have to shut it down or just, zone him outside of their stack or just kite him or zone out the support so that they will be able to enable him. However, here are the stats. Going back to game number 3 here, we can see that Akduts has a lot of damage here, 4.7 and 3 kills. Basically, Susaku just won, however, still contributed a lot to the team. On the other hand here, for the kills, Orang has only 3. So yeah, that goes to show wherein we have a lot of kills when it comes to but you're gonna deduct that to the number of what do you call this, health or respawn, right? Respawn of each of the members, right? You have to deduct it, and that is the total of 15, right?
Yeah, but in this case, on the team deathmatch, if you got resurrected by a full support, it doesn't count as a deduction on the team's points. But nevertheless, a kill is a kill. So once you have a garnered kill, it goes to the data, and it still depends on that in terms of who will win this team deathmatch. And we have here the MVP, Akduts, dealing a total of 4.7 million damage. That's just crazy considering that Akduts, I can see Akduts really literally stripping or dispelling buffs at the same time casting lightning bolt. As you all know, if you want to strengthen your professor's lightning bolt, you have to key in the witch pet, which increases the damage or the wind skill type damage of your character, and that's what Akduts has been doing.
Yes, and again, I'm just gonna recap our score. That's 2-1 in favor now for NYOIBO, our dark horse, and the last top 4 in the semi-final round here at Tyr Cup. Now, it's still not the end. We are just approaching game number 4, and if you are currently supporting Team poek, now's the time to do so, because this is going to be game number 4, and if Team NYOIBO will be able to take away this game, it's going to be 3-1. they will be advancing. That is the current predicament that Team Poek is facing. And I think looking back, NYOIBO, they have a lot of tricks and they are a bit of fired up. They have the momentum, probably gonna really put into good use. However, your thoughts with Team Poek, how can they bounce back? Especially we don't know the next map.
I think in this case, considering that NYOIBO's already, used up their usage on certain
yes.
job classes on their team compositions, I think the Poek has a chance here to regain the point. And apart from the thinking that I don't want this to stop any shorter than after 4 fights, right? I want to drag this until we get a better fight out of all these 5 matches. And I really think that, concentrating more on supporting the top DPS of their side is going to be contributing more onto their success. And not only that, I really think that they should be together more on a contest, on a map. And that is the reason why we have the card contest on our 4th map. And this is what I'm talking about in terms of the the so-called what I proclaimed the meta team composition here, which includes a Doram, a Biochem, and a champion, which we have XFEU, Whimsy, Mavis, Minako, and Mavis for the 2 supports. I think this is gonna be a huge match, and in this case, I think if they would be making Whimsy a physical DPS, I think that would be a big turnout. Since on the other side, I think they don't have that much capacity to deflect the skill sets of a Biochem, particularly an acid demonstration. I think Whimsy is going to be helping their team members in dealing damage in this card contest map. I think that will be sufficient enough for them to take the upper hand.
So the only difference right now when it comes to lineup, we have Leal, Chase, Cardinal, and Hotaho. This is the winning lineup from the Blood and Gold, right? So the only difference is going to be Poek, they have a Daram. On the other hand, NYOIBO, they don't have a Daram. They do have here a Paladin.
I think
was it the Paladin or Sword?
But I think this one is a direct counter to the Doram because they don't have any other AoE skills here. Considering that the enemy has a Doram, which which will be casting a ton of AoE, then just one land protector or land protection, it's all work, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a huge counter to the current fight of the on the side of Poek. I'm not sure though how will Poek answer to that counter, and I think having a Paladin and a champion together on a card contest can be also a double-edged sword. They can gather a ton of kills, or if they fail to kill, they won't have any damage, much damage, because they don't have any professor on their side. I'm sorry, they have a professor on their side, but they won't have that much damage during the AoE spells.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about a while ago, about counters and stuff. So they do not, Poek doesn't have a sword, meaning to say no land protector. So it's just so easy to counter the AoEs coming from Whimsy and XFE. But let's find out if Poek will be able to pull this off. They have to hang on if they would have tied the series here to push for a game number 5 wherein everything will be refreshed. Now, going into the center, everything will be dictated. Game number 4 here will be the first one to be wiped. Leal taking damage, maybe to August as well. At this point, you want to take down those players who has a resurrection, right?
Yes, I think that is one of the ideals here. But then again, an easier path is gonna be taking down the other DPS on the counter team, since that's a double whammy on their side. They cannot deal damage, and at the same time they get deaths. and that is probably one of the reasons why poek is targeting both Lil and Cardinal on this side. And apart from that, they have already claimed the first life of August, which is a big fit. But in the turnout here, the usual gameplay of the NYOIBO turning down or shutting down the full support, which is Mavis on the side of poek, can it give the same result to the as the same of the Blood and Gold map?
Let's find out if it will be turned out the same like what you mentioned a while ago. However, this is the correction. It has always been like this when it comes to card contest, because you really need to be really near the part if you test it, like the title implies. Here, someone's gonna go out for just a bit. It's gonna be August looking for another target. Now they tried to take down Mavis, the High Priest. They were able to do so. However, there is still a lot of correction coming from Minako. I think XFU does have a resurrection.
Yeah, this is the usual tactic here of Mavis. The two Mavis here, they like to go around this center map. I've seen it in a couple of clips before on their previous matches, as compared with the usual fight, which is whoever stands still the longest on this card. That's not the case for Mavis. They would like to move around so that they can pull other attackers out of the battlefield, so that they could further increase the defensive side on their party, and that they could navigate the damage from other party members to themselves.
Yes, and if this continues, one thing is for sure that both of them are very healthy. Both of them are at par. This is a really close match, honestly. August might be receiving damage, but will be sustained still by his teammates. We're seeing a lot of skills being thrown here, like Asura Strike. We're seeing Sacre here. I'm looking for other kills. Someone's really bothering relocating for a bit there. I think now going back to the regroup. August receiving damage and going down. But at this point, if the card does not move Immortal, what's the next objective that we're looking for? Yes,
I think
that's
the
correct.
determining factor next is whoever gets the highest number of kills, which we are seeing on the side of poek. And I think their technique with Mavis, the two Mavis right now going out of the field, is really working, because it confuses the selector tab that you are using when you are attacking your enemies on these types of maps. I think that's the reason why Mavis is still untouched. The champion Mavis is still untouched as of the moment.
In out.
Yeah, it's like it's just gonna prepare and then gonna do an Asura. It's gonna kill Hotaho. Look at that, and then it's gonna go outside again.
Yes.
And you cannot. Oh my goodness! Now Lil is angry now. He wants to kill Mavis. He says that this Mavis guy is always picking on our party members. I have to kill them. But no, you cannot beat a professor. Cannot beat the movement capacity of a champion. Yes, and as you can see right now, whenever they try to target any of the full support or the champion, they get confused, and now they will be left with the other DPS left on the poek side, killing them one by one. As you can see right now, we have a total of 19 kills already on the side of poek, as opposed with NYOIBO only have 8 kills, and they're dying one by one.
And we're just down to 1 minute 20 seconds here at the clock. August got down once again. August might be able to deal some damage, but still Cardinal was the sole responsible dealing damage at this point, but also quite squishy. I mean, he died just once. It has always been August. I think the target for Mavis here is August. If not, it's Chase. So these two players. On the other hand, Mavis very sneaky, going in, going out, hit and run, and they know that. And if this continues, we're already down to 47 seconds. And if this continues, I think I'm so bad with math, but if I'm gonna do math here, 13 plus 6 plus 5, poek definitely has a really huge advantage and might be able to tie the series and force us for a game number 5. 30 seconds now in our clock. August continuously going down. Hopefully for the 5th match, that's going to be team deathmatch, right?
Yeah, and as you were saying, look at this. Look at Mavis. It's just like this player is just playing with these guys. He's picking off the kills one by one from all of the sides, and nobody can even catch after that player. I mean, come on, Cardinal is only killing one after another, but it's not enough. And there we have it, the second point for Poek.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. I think Poek is just, they're just laying around and saying that let's give this 2 points to them and we'll show them who we really are in terms of strategy, footage, and we can get them on the back of their thoughts. They wouldn't even know what hit them, right?
That is correct, Immortal. Poek showing us what they're made of, showing us why they are the tops, why they need to be here at the semifinals. However, to be fair, let's also give props to NYOIBO because they were able to get 2 points ahead in our series. It just so happened that Poek was able to tie it up. And now, at this point, we are currently tied with 2-2, forcing us for a game number 5, a full 5 series here in finals, and this is just day number 1. That's what we promised, Immortal, and I promise you guys that we're bringing you amazing action-packed filled tournament or matches for the evening. I know that the chat is divided to whoever wagered for Poek and whoever supported and wagered for NYOIBO, but however, this is your moment to actually show your support because this is the decider. Would refresh, however, it's going to be again team deathmatch. But
yes,
Immortal, first team deathmatch, Poek won, right? A recap.
Yeah.
And then the second team deathmatch, it's NYOIBO. So I really cannot tell. It's anybody's game.
Yeah, me
What's your
neither.
thought?
Yeah, me neither. I really am excited to watch this final fight, and whoever wins this gets the upper hand on this semifinals. But don't blame me. I did not, I know I wished for a 5th match, but this is better, right? This is better
Yes.
just than just, making it 3-1. I think,
Yes.
I kudos and I want to commend both team for exercising a ton of different new strategies and at the same time counters to the other side's strategies. I mean, I've seen many fights from the Dimension Drill. I've commentated on some of the streams and on the top 32 elimination matches, but I have never seen this type of play from different teams. I know you cannot, I just realized that you cannot predict easily
Yes.
whoever will win a certain match if it is a fair play. It still depends on your movements, the counter moves, and if you will be doing the right thing. And if you will be making a mistake, because one mistake can haunt you for the rest of your life, right?
Yes, it will cost you a lot at this kind of level of tournament. This is the best of the best. They are the top 4. They emerged from different divisions, different brackets, and they are now here, one step away to our grand finals. So whoever will advance to grand finals, all I can say, both of us here, they deserved it. Whoever will advance, they have the grit, they have the discipline. You mentioned that they cannot have any misplay at this point. That is correct, because it will really cost you a lot. So everything here is well calculated. I myself, I cannot even imagine myself playing at this kind of level of tournament. So still, kudos to our players. So again, if you're currently supporting either of the teams, please support them because we are about to give you guys game number 5. However, here are the stats, right?
All right, so we have here the stats. I think, beyond the stats, even though you can see here that the highest damage here is going to be the Doran because it's the one making all of the AoEs on that fight. I think I want to commend the duo Mavis here because their movement is really very good on this map or on that fight. I think everyone can attest to that, right? You can really see how Mavis moves on one stair from another, and nobody can catch up to him.
That is correct, because he will be doing the hit and run strategy. Funny, but it's working. And a strategy, it is a strategy, no matter how cheap strategy. It's not. It worked. He will be hitting Asura Strike, all bops in. Gonna go head into whoever will be called. This one is low on health, and he will land that punch away. And then he's gonna body relocate. And it just last minute before Leal was able to, hey, wait a minute, stop. Something is wrong. Okay? We have to take a look at Mavis. And now, let's move on to game number 5.
All right, as opposed to what we are expecting, game number 5 is gonna be Blood and Gold. So the side here who chose Blood and Gold map here is gonna be NYOIBO. Once again, they have performed very well on this type of map. And we will be seeing the same professor that we have seen a while ago, Lil, with their support Galen. And I'm not sure if they will be still changing to Hershey's here. I think they still have to change to Hershey's here, and NYOIBO on the side of NYOIBO as their Dora. Okay. All right, so we are now finalizing the format now. Okay, let me repeat. Now they're gonna be going for the Paladin Champion Professor team composition with Hotaho and Chase as their support, and August as their Paladin, Lil as their Professor, and Cardinal as their champion. I mean, come on, I still have to commend also Cardinal's movement a while ago. He's still got 11 kills on that fight, and I mean, it's not easy. It's not an easy feat considering that most of your enemies are really mobile on that stage.
That is correct. All of the insights shared to us by Immortal, we gonna witness that later on as well. So just go back here. This is going to be game number 5, the last and the decider match. We have, I'm not sure if this has already been locked, but we've seen how the players performed during their matchup with poek, and later on we're gonna be showing you guys the lineup of poek. So again, a little info: whoever picks the map will be the first one to deploy, and their lineup will be known to their opponent, which is poek. Now at this point, poek will be countering that kind of lineup, and I'm not sure if this has been locked right now, but this is going to be Knots and Orang Orang. I think they have played a team deathmatch first one for the Blood and Gold 2. Was it Mavis team, Immortal? I have goldfish memory.
with all of the things that are happening, my memory is also blurry as of the moment.
Okay, we're hype. Understand us, chat. Okay. But anyway, back to us here again. This is the last match of the evening. Poek and NYOIBO, they've given us a full 5 match of the semifinals day 1. We have another day on Wednesday. Let's focus now here. This is the best map for NYOIBO. Any insight or thoughts regarding the map and the chosen players?
I think on the side of poek, this is also a good map for them, considering that they will be putting through the same DPS that they have brought into their winning matchups in this in tonight's tournament. And not only that, not only that they are performing well on this type of map, but this map is also the most exciting. I don't know. That's my personal opinion on this Tyr Cup tournament. You're right. Yes, and we really don't know what will, as I've told you guys, we really don't know what will be happening until the last minute. So everybody's clenching their cheeks here, and they're gonna be moving forward with the same costumes here, together with the other party members, and they're trying to get a hold of who will be losing the first Osiris card. And I think that is Lil, considering that Lil got immobilized there. I think his Osiris card is already disabled. On the side of poek, we also saw that Vinduts also lost his Osiris card.
Okay, Knots here receiving damage like the usual Knot he is. Liel will dropping will be taken care here by Chase. I think Chase was able to secure that, giving them 2 to 3 in their advantage. Just 1 gold away. August here receiving damage. Hotaho as well is the target here of everyone. We're currently watching Orang V2 looking for a target, and he is receiving a lot of lighting, but still being checked right now.
Yes, in order for you to sustain your party member, you have to keep your Bard alive in this game. But then again, that is the current strategy of poek right now, targeting the Bard on the other side. And considering that both the full supports and the Bard of the team on the side of NYOIBO has obtained the highest number of points on the previous Blood and Gold maps that we have encountered a while ago, I think they have to, they have to focus now on the full support of NYOIBO, and that is one way for them to stop the team of NYOIBO from getting as much coins as they can.
And that is what Leal is doing. However, Leal is taking damage as well. SNT sees both there. Heram and Vindut could be the target here because they have the gold coins. But yeah, Vindut's gonna go down. Someone has taken the gold there. August a little bit. I mean, they need to take down whoever has the most. So Leal has been dying so much. I mean, just that's here. However, he needs to pick up someone. Vintage is still healthy and just together with the other teammates here. August at the middle of everyone. All the chaos happening right now. 58 health of our Goblin, and that's the time we're in. He's gonna be throwing that gold, and it will be secured by poek. This is not looking good for NYOIBO, but like what you mentioned, until the very last minute, still can go towards NYOIBO's advantage if they can focus and kill Vinduts in this area.
Yes, as what you have mentioned, both teams are focusing now on their full supports and the bards, because those two party members or those two job classes are the most capable of retaining their coins on the last minute of this fight. But on the other hand, look at the kills here. Both all nuts, SNTZ and Orang has already gathered or garnered a ton of kills from NYOIBO, and I think the reason for this is because NYOIBO's concentration of power is no longer on the center, and it has been disrupted ever since they have have eliminated the party members, the Paladin and the Professor, because those two are the ones that you are expecting to disable the enemy here, both with the Dispel and the other with the Gloria Domini. And without those two job classes, it's really hard to counter the offensive skills of the enemy as of the moment. And as you can see, Nuts, SNTZ, and Orang is continuously getting the kills because they are just targeting August and Lil one after another. And I think the real fight is the real fight that we are seeing as of the moment. They've already captured the rhythm of the kills, and they are unstoppable at the moment.
That is correct. poek, they are very aggressive. They are showing how. Nuts, we're currently watching Nuts here going up against Leal. Leal's gonna go down here. No DPS coming from NYOIBO. Now we're watching Chase here running for his life. Song of Lutu will be casted on the other hand. Now going back into the stack of battle, they need to look for the support still. They need to take down someone. Goals has been dispersed at this point. 13% coming from the Goblin here. 9. It's still an uphill climb coming from NYOIBO. They need to tie this up. They at least get a lot of coins, but just so hard to do so since Orang SNTC and Nuts, they are dominating when it comes to the kills. And it's just that Vinduts and Heram, they are untouchable. Let me take that because Heram's gonna go down, and that would be a good opportunity for NYOIBO to take that gold. 26-12. As they have a lot of chances to get goals if they can take down Vinduts. Can they take down Vinduts though?
But can they take down with 0.4%? And now the Goblin King is now dead. Let's see if they will be capturing some of the coins here. Cardinal has obtained a ton of coins there, and they're trying to, capture Orang because Orang has the highest number of coins as of the moment. We have 40 seconds on the clock right now, and they still have almost the
29,
same number
31.
of coins. Oh, they tried to go all in with Vinda, Vinduts, and they are successful with getting the coins from Vinduts, and that is making the coins on 37 and 23 on the side of poek. And we have 20 seconds left. As you can see, they're still trying to get as much coins from the side of poek, but then again, it's still not enough. We have less than 10 seconds on the clock. Do we still have enough time for them to capture the coins from Orang? And let's go. Oh my goodness, it's the Turbos of Tyr. They were the ones who got wiped out on the last 5 seconds of that fight. Congratulations to poek for getting their third point.
And that closes our series with 3-2. And Team poek will be advancing to our grand finals. Again, give it up for Team poek. Once again, don't forget as well to put your hands together to Team NYOIBO. They've shown us a real match, okay? So let's not forget the efforts of Team NYOIBO. So at one point, they were almost at 31-29. You know that, Immortal, and it was really exciting, and it was really close. They were able to take down Haram, the performer. However, it's just hard for them to take down Vinduts, the high priest, and Nuts went nuts. He went crazy. But anyway, stop
and
that.
Speaking of crazy, we have the third crazy who's been told at the screen as of the moment, and everybody's gonna get 10 token of Siegfried and 10 Yggdrasil leaf. I mean, come on, I need that leaf for my throat as of the moment because of all of this shouting. I got so excited and I was so pumped in seeing that. And as I've told you, as you've mentioned, my partner Nikki, we have seen a close tie on that coin. 39 coins, 31 coins, 29 coins. I think the thing that they overdid on the side of NYOIBO is they overextended their offensive strategies or offensive movements on the last 10 seconds, because it's it's a win or lose already. Either you kill the enemy and make them drop their coins and obtain it, or you just you still lose, even though even for just 10 coins or 5 coin difference, it's still a loss. That's the reason why they risked it. They moved forward, but I think they overdid it and they forgot to support one another on that last 10 seconds, which led to, instead of the poek team going down, it's their DPSs going down.
All right. I mean, I couldn't agree more, but yeah, still, we were able to witness a really good matchup. Only goes to show that they deserve to be our top 4, poek and NYOIBO. Hold your heads high. These teams are really great. I must mention that myself, but we really cannot tell. So all we can do is just put our heads together and give it up for this, because they really showed us huge effort, and this is how you put your heart when you come playing tournaments like this. So yeah, once again, congratulations to poek. You will be advancing. It's the Dolph Cat combination that will be advancing the team.
And not only that, if I would add a little bit to that, this is the first time that we are seeing poek on on a game 5.
Yes.
And NYOIBO is the only one to get them to game 5, and I think that is really the reason why they really clenched their teeth on the last match, and they really prepared for that one, and the movements from both sides are unsurpassable. I never see myself getting even to top 96, right? Going to top 4 and making this kind of feat is really astounding.
Don't worry about it. We'll be the ones who will be telling their nevertheless. We're still here. Okay. Anyway, here is the stats of that previous match of poek's victory for Blood and Gold. We have here the most golds from Vinduts and SNTC. Who would have thought that he was able to pick up an Orang as well? Because why not? It has always been Haram who has always been dying. So at some point during the end of it, during the end of it, orang just, running away, body relocating. It's just nuts. Going nuts, going berserk, ultra instinct, everything at the line here. Look at the damage, 19.95 million damage, and we've seen him do that towards the end of the game. So he's like, it's all right, Hiram, if you die, I got you.
Yes, and we always see the two supports, Hiram and Vindits, on the back of Nuts, and that just led Nuts to getting that high damage. But nevertheless, the MVP for that fight is gonna be SNTZ with a damage of 12.82 million. The reason for this is because they did not see that SNTZ has been carrying the highest coins, as I thought it would be like the full supports, right? But they were always targeting the full supports. They forgot about the DPS.
Yes, so that was what happened during that previous match. Again, this is a 3-2. It was so close. It's not a landslide. It's a very close fight between these teams. So Immortal and I, we are very much happy to see that these teams were able to push for all 5 games. So you were able to witness that previous match, and later on we will be giving you guys a surprise, so stick around. And yeah, we can talk about what happened during that match. You mentioned that we already mentioned how they're always behind Nuts and SNTs.
Trying to go behind because they know that Nuts could just easily cast Gloria Domini to stop the enemy from following them and killing them, right? Particularly on versus those high damaging professors out there, right?
Yes. And actually, I think Orang we haven't really seen so much of his Assurance Strike during that match, but anyway, I think this is the surprise, everyone.
Wait, I'm also gonna comment that.
Alright, I'll be giving them the mechanics. Dear chat, dear adventurers, please join our live comment raffle. All you have to do is to type in your UID plus your server name plus your username plus your supporting team or whoever you are supporting. If it's me or Immortal, that's fine. You can put it at the comment section. Be sure that it is valid or else it will be forfeited. And again, it will be automatically delivered to your in-game mail. So be sure that you type in the correct UID, server, and your username. It is 1 bounty pass, and we will be doing this for 3 rounds.
Wow.
Keep the entries coming. We have a delay.
Guys.
Actually, we have a delay in chat.
I can't spam. I cannot spam that much. Please pick me, guys. It's my partner Nikki who's gonna screenshot. So no hard feelings on my side.
Sorry,
my partner Nikki.
I'm telling you, you can join, but don't expect to win.
Wait, how is that happening? No, I must have equal chances of getting this win.
No, we cannot. We cannot rig it. Anyway, live comment raffle, round 2. Again, type in your UID plus your server name plus your username plus your supported team. Example, my UID 345678 plus my server name Frontera6 plus my username Nikki plus my supporting team Immortal and Nikki.
Immortal Nikki. You can call us Immortal Nikki. Or Nikki MBDG, whatever you want.
Yeah, you can call us that, whatever. But yeah, we'll be giving away another bounty pass. Woo.
Oh my goodness. Hopefully I win one. At least one. Please give it to me. I worked hard in this. I worked hard in shoutcasting also. Just as
I'll be the
hard
one
as you
to
work
take the
for.
screenshot, okay? I'll be the one to take the screenshot. Anyway, going towards round number 3. Everyone, adventure, get ready. Put in your UID plus your server name plus your username plus your supported team. Do it now. Do it fast. We're taking more entries and we'll be doing the screenshot.
Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming.
This is very fair, okay, Immortal? You're allowed, but you can't win.
That's how fair it is. I'm only allowed to send my credentials, not win.
At least we allowed you to join in, right? Okay, again, do not message me or Immortal because it will be automatically sent to your in-game mail.
Yeah.
Automatic. Okay?
Don't send us hate comments by not winning.
Don't be
We
like
don't-
that. Don't be like that.
Yeah, some people are.
Don't be like that. We're here for sportsmanship, camaraderie, and stuff. So yeah, that is the third and final round. Don't worry, guys, if not win, we still have another round for the next semifinal, right, Portal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
So before we wrap up, Immortal, anyone you wanna shout out or thank you?
I mean, I am so honored not only to be shoutcasting this semifinals for Ragnarok Origin Classic. I'm so honored to witness the crazy strategies and the genius minds of these players in order for them to just gather more kills or gather more wins for their party. And not only that, I'm also honored to be commentating this live with my partner Nikki, and I'm so happy and thankful to everybody who have watched my journey or our journey starting from the top 96 on this Tyr Cup. And I just want to say thank you last but not the least to Ragnarok Origin Classic for this amazing Tyr Cup. I mean, this is a many first for me. The first time that I've witnessed a $1 million prize pool, the first time that I have witnessed the fair play in a highly competitive match, and the first time that I have you as my partner.
All right. As for me, it was an incredible series. Meet this here tonight. Congratulations to our winners, Team Poek. They will take another step towards the grand finals. And then commendations as well to Team NYOIBO for their skills, teamwork, determination, and that's what makes Tyr Cup actually. Thank you to everyone who joined us for the English commentary tonight. And we will be seeing you guys for the semi-finals day 2 on Wednesday. Same time, same channel. But for now, it has been me, Nikki, and Immortal on Wednesday.
See you guys. Bye-bye. Have a nice night.
I'm taking the winners.